What is the sound of one hand clapping? Maybe something like this. Greetings, one and all, and welcome once again to Tom's Hit Parade. By the way, I invite you to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up if you like what you see, share this video with your friends, and leave me your thoughts down in the comment section. That would just be super dandy. So yes, as you may recall in my last video, I did an unboxing of a bunch of CDs off of the Freebie shelf at House of Records. Had basically 1% of a clue what was in that box. It was a lot of fun. I found a handful of really good stuff in there. You might want to watch that video if you haven't yet. And I was going to include this portion in that, well, sort of this portion in that same video. In the box, along with all those CDs, cased and loose CDs, was a binder. You know, one of those CD binders that has all these pockets in it. And but the unboxing the CDs portion went so long that I decided to do a separate video for the binder. This is my second binder haul. I did one a few years back. But you know, I did that second video and it was boring as hell. So it's basically, I just had the one camera here. It was basically just looking at me, and I would pull out a CD, you know, each CD I would, you know, and then we have, this one here. And then we have, it was very, very boring. And it was, probably 35, 40 minutes long. And stuff in this binder was not organized. There was a lot of stuff by, multiple albums by the same artist, but they were shuffled all around, all over the binder. And so I decided to do you guys a big favor and scrap that video. I mean, if you really want me to upload that video, let me know. I've still got it saved, but just forewarning, it is very boring. So what I decided to do was streamline it. I've set up a second camera up above, which I'll turn on in a second, because last time I used this setup, that camera stopped recording after about 30 minutes, and so the last 15 or 20 minutes had no video from it, so I don't want to start it until I actually get started on this. Anyway, yes, I do have a second camera. I'll get started in a second, so you'll get an angle of me going through the binder, actually seeing the binder as I go through it, but also I've weeded out probably 10% of what was in here was CDRs, mixed CDs and all that stuff, and I also reorganized, got everything by the same artist all together in one place. And so this should go a whole lot better, a whole lot more quickly and more interesting, since I've got more than one camera angle and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got the other camera turned on. Hi there. And we'll go ahead and get started here. First group of CDs here is stuff that I'm not sure what it is. This Detox, Shattered Faith, Falling Idols, Phantom Opera. I don't know what that is. And then we have one here that says Haunted. If it's on Atlantic Records, I don't know what that is. Then we got this pretty blue one. Let's see, what are the tracks here? Rift, Fast Enough for You, Lengthwise, Maze, Sparkle. Those are the first 5 tracks. I don't know what the CD is. And then this, I don't know if this is Phish, since it's got a picture of a fish hook on it. Not sure what that is. So, and I'm going to tell you, a lot of these CDs, the vast majority of these CDs were in very poor condition. There are a few here that are really in good shape, and I will plan on, I'll actually burn onto my, or rip to my computer and listen to, possibly on my Portland vacation coming up here in a few weeks and stuff. So otherwise, these will, I do a craft project. I actually haven't done it in a while. I did a little batch of them at first to see how it went. CDs that are all scuffed beyond recognition and stuff, that have interesting album art, I make into coasters. I get these 4-inch cork discs with the adhesive backing, put them on the playing surface, the playing surface of the disc, and it's a coaster. It's not an ideal coaster because the top is not water absorbent and all that, but still, it makes for a fun little craft idea. And for music fans, I'm sure it's lots of fun. Anyway, moving on with the binder here. Deloused in the Comatorium. Not sure what that is. I have no idea. And then this one is Tool with the album Undertow. And yet, you can see, I don't know if you can see here, but yeah, the discs are just, the majority of the discs are in really bad shape. And this one is, I saw what it was. Oh, Boys Like Girls, Love Drunk. And this one actually is in really good shape. I suppose with some of these I could go find the inserts, the front and back inserts online, images of them, print them out, and then put them in a case. And then I don't even know what this is. STS9? That's what that looks like. It says Live at Home. It's looks like an independently produced CD. Then we've got Green Day, American Idiot, Coldplay, A Rush of Blood to the Head, Alice in Chains, Dirt, and of course Weezer, the Blue Album. And it's such a pity. Some great albums in here. It's just they're all in really, really bad condition. I mean, the Green Day might play without skips, but the majority of these just very, very wrecked. There should be a law against people treating CDs like this. I don't know. That's just me anyway. Then we have The Bends by Radiohead, On and On by Jack Johnson, De Nova by a group called the Red Walls. It's an indie rock group. I actually used to own this CD. It's pretty good. Fiona Apple, When the Pawn, Counting Crows, August and Everything After, Out of Exile by Audioslave, and then Bush. I assume this is their self-titled album, and Odelay by Beck. Some good stuff in here. Yeah. I mean, I suppose if anybody wants some of these CDs, just let me know in the comments. And there actually is a pretty good selection of stuff coming up later on in this binder that I do have an offer for you guys. Modest Mouse, The Lonesome Crowded West, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. As you recall, there was a CD in a case with the back insert but no front insert. And unfortunately, this disc is not in any better condition. And then we have here is a Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers album. I'm not sure which one it is though. It's from 1993, whichever album was put out in that year. And then Barry White's Greatest Hits. I think this one might have been in the box video from last week. Maxwell Unplugged. I think that one was also in the video. It's just the ones with no cases I went ahead and put in the binder. Way to Blue, an introduction to Nick Drake. And this is one that it's just the covers are so good that I want to make coasters out of them. The discs are just wrecked, as I said. Pearl Jam 62, Las Vegas. I guess it's a live album, I would assume. Nirvana, In Utero. This one, as I recall, was not in too bad a shape. Actually, yeah, it's not in too bad a shape here. Would probably play through just fine. And moving on, we have Pearl by Janis Joplin. And a couple of No Doubt CDs, Tragic Kingdom and Their Greatest Hits. I mean, yeah, some good stuff in here, I got to tell you. This one is probably the one that was in the best condition, and out of sheer luck, The Beatles, Abbey Road. And yeah, this one, as you can see, the discs, well, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but yes. Well, there are a few blemishes. I mean, none of these discs are absolutely perfect, but yeah, honestly, this one, print out the inserts, and if you don't have a copy of Abbey Road and you want one, you could print out the inserts, put it in a jewel case, and you've got a half legit copy of Abbey Road. And this is what I've been wanting to check out for a while, the psychedelic sounds of the 13th floor elevators, and this one is another one that's in really good shape. I will probably rip this one, possibly keep it, and print out my own inserts for it. But yeah, it's kind of cool album cover. This is one I will not turn into a coaster. And then we have a couple of compilations, 80s classic hits, and 2010 Grammy nominees. And moving along here, we have a couple albums by The Doors, LA Woman and Strange Days. I will rip these because, confession, I have never listened to a Doors album before. All I've ever listened to is their greatest hits. So, yeah. On my opportunity to, I've been curious about, The Doors, a full album experience with The Doors. So I will definitely do that. Got a few Incubus albums here, Alive at Red Rocks and Science. This is a black label, so I don't know if you can see it here. And then this are self-titled. And this one is one that I will definitely turn into a coaster because I don't know if you can see. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see. You should be able to see through the light. It's just absolutely wrecked, but just such an interesting image on the cover that I'll do that. And because there was an empty pocket here and nothing else fit, the soundtrack from Pulp Fiction. Then we have Some Soundgarden. We've got Down on the Upside, A-Sides, their greatest hits, and I can't remember what the name of this one is, but it's got Fell on Black Days and Black Hole Sun on it. And again, though, it's really bad condition. So, and then we have, here's an interesting bit. Chris Cornell fans out there, you might be interested in this. It's a set of 3, 1, 2, and 3 promotional things. I don't know what they are. I'm not a Chris Cornell fan or a Soundgarden fan or an Audioslave fan. The discs are not in very good condition. No inserts, no cases. But if you want them, if you're a huge Chris Cornell fan and you don't have these, drop me a link. Drop me a note in the comments, and I can message you, and we can maybe work out. All I would ask is shipping cost, and I can mail it to you. And then we have some Smashing Pumpkins, quite a bit of Smashing Pumpkins here. Adore, 33, 1979, self-titled, I would assume, and Twilight to Starlight, and then this one, Butterfly Wings, Bullet with Butterfly Wings, and then I believe this one is also Smashing Pumpkins, but I'm not sure. No title on it, and repeating image of dancing stick figures on the cover. And then here we go, Pink Floyd, The Wall, and again, not in very good shape. They might be rippable at least. Yeah, not in as bad a shape as most of the others, but probably rippable. And yeah, definitely rippable. And then we've got Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd also. So yeah, some great stuff in here. It's just, you wish that these people would have taken better care of their CDs. You want to slap them upside the head, don't you? I do. Anyway, the Black Crowes. We have some Black Crowes here. The Southern Harmony and Musical Companion. And we've got a Greatest Hits, 1990 to 1999, a tribute to a work in progress. And then a 2 CD live set, Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes, live at the Greek. So, and then we've got some Jimi Hendrix here, a 2-disc set, The Albert Hall Experience. Oh, I've got disc 1 here and disc 2 here. I meant to have them separate in order. And then we have Early Classics by Jimi Hendrix here. We've got a little bit of Led Zeppelin here, some kind of a compilation. I'm not sure if this is their box set that was done in the early 90s, late 80s or not, but yeah, disc 1 and disc 2 of that, and disc 2 of the BBC sessions. Disc 1 was nowhere to be found, unfortunately. And then we got some Bob Marley. We have Songs of Freedom, discs 1, 3, and 4, no disc 2. And then we've got a DVD of Rebel Music, the Bob Marley story. So could be interesting. Although, yeah, don't know if it'll play. And I think DVDs are more sensitive to scratches on the surface than CDs are. So good luck getting that one to play. And then we've got Bob Marley and the Wailers, Catch a Fire. And this one, I think, was loose in the box of cased and uncased loose CDs last week. Then we've got Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds live at ... Apparently live at different locations. Oh, yeah. Purdue University, Radio City Music Hall, etc., etc. And speaking of Dave Matthews, 2 full pages of Dave Matthews. Remember 2 things, and this is Before These Crowded Streets, and then this one, Under the Table and Dreaming, and his solo album, Some Devil. Then we've got a couple of 2-disc sets here. Live at Folsom Field, Boulder, Colorado, discs 1 and 2, and listener-supported discs 1 and 2. So you got any Dave Matthews fans out there? Got a little starter kit for Dave Matthews. And then some miscellaneous kind of stuff over here. A 2-disc Live from New Jersey set by Pete Yorn. It's these 2 discs here. And then a little bit of Rolling Stones. We got Flashpoint, a concert album, which I already have. It's pretty good stuff. And then Let It Bleed. And unfortunately, it's not in very good condition. Yeah, a bunch of really bad spots on there. And then disc 2 of 40 Licks. Disc 1 is nowhere to be found. That's the problem with some of these sets, and the person, whoever it was that accumulated these CDs, is they were not very diligent about taking care of their stuff. And then we got some Jeff Buckley here. Excuse me. My Sweetheart the Drunk, discs 1 and disc 2. Then we've got Grace, and I've already got the album Grace, and this is such a cool design that I think I'm going to make this one. Yeah, this one is pretty messed up. I will probably make this one a coaster. And then looks like a single, So Real, Grace, and Dream Brother by Jeff Buckley. So this one's actually in pretty good shape. Then we got Live at Cine, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Jeff Buckley, disc 1, disc 2, and the DVD. And again, the DVD is not in, oh yeah, it's in pretty bad shape. I doubt this would play without issues. And then Mystery White Boy by Jeff Buckley. So don't know if that's a single or, no, it's an album because it's got 12 tracks. So, not the biggest Jeff Buckley fan. I don't know why. I like the album Grace, but beyond that. Then we've got a little bit more Jeff Buckley here, Last Goodbye, which is a little EP. And Songs to No One by Jeff Buckley and Gary Lucas. Then we're moving on to some Red Hot Chili Peppers. We've got 2 discs, Live in Hyde Park, disc 1 and disc 2. One of these discs was loose in the box, and the other one was in the binder, so I reunited them together. Then we've got some studio albums, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, Uplift Mofo Party Plan, Freaky Styly, and Mother's Milk. These are all in actually really good shape. I'm thinking I've already got Blood Sugar Sex Magic. I will probably put these 3 possibly in a case and keep them until maybe if I eventually find the legit albums, I'll get them individually. But yeah, a little starter kit of well, I've got the Rick Rubin albums by the Chili Peppers, but I don't have the earlier stuff yet. So maybe keep those at least for a while. And then a little bit more Chili Peppers, What Hits, their first greatest hits album, and their second greatest hits album, along with an Exposed, Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Interview. This is one of those unauthorized biography type things. Then we've got some Phish. Any Phish fans out there? Not me. Just have not been able to quite get into Phish. I don't know why. We've got Alive 1, discs 1 and 2. And we've got, it looks like another live album here, disc 1 and disc 2 here. I don't know if it's a live album or if it's an album, a studio album. I don't know. And then we've got some more Phish. These are 3-disc concert, I would assume, concert discs. This is from 11/20/98, November 20th, 1998, discs 1, 2, and 3, and November 21st, 1998, discs 1, 2, and 3. So, Phish fans, I cannot guarantee that these will play. Some of the discs are not in great shape, but if you want them, drop me a line and we can work out shipping. And then we have the Grateful Dead. Never been able to become a fan of Grateful Dead, although maybe I should rip a few of these albums, give them a shot, and find out. We've got some albums here, lots of Grateful Dead stuff in here, lots of albums here. We got Shakedown Street, In the Dark, and I will definitely listen to In the Dark because it's got Touch of Grey on it, which I've always enjoyed that song. Terrapin Station and Dead Set. I don't know if Dead Set is a live album or not. Just the title Dead Set makes it suggest that it's a live album. And a couple more. Working Man's Dead and American Beauty. Lots of stuff here. And the best of Grateful Dead, Skeletons from the Closet. And more Grateful Dead. This is live stuff without a net. First set and second set. Europe 72, discs 1 and 2. Then we've got 100 Year Hall, discs 1 and 2. And One from the Vault, discs 1 and 2. I would assume this is not a live set, but yeah. Plenty of good stuff. And we're not done yet. We've got Grateful Dead, Dozin' at the Nick, discs 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, if you're a Grateful Dead fan, I'm telling you, treasure trove here. And of several sets, and I don't know if they're complete sets or just partial, of the Grateful Dead Dick's Picks sets. We got discs 1 and 2 of Volume 1, discs 1 and 2 of Volume 3. Some more Dick's Picks over here. Volume 8, discs 1, 2, and 3. Volume 9, discs 1, 2, and 3. So, any Grateful Dead fans out there, like I said, cannot guarantee the condition of the discs, and they will not come with inserts or booklets or anything like that. I'll put them in sleeves for you if you want, but if you want these, let me know, and in the comments, as I said, I'll give you a cost for shipping. You can PayPal me the shipping, and they're yours. Grateful Dead Disc Picks Volume 12, Discs 1, 2, and 3, and Volume 14, Discs 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, like I said, I don't know if there are discs for these other sets or not, but if so, they're not here. And then lastly, we have 3 out of 4 discs. This must have been a box set of some sort. Unfortunately, it's discs 2, 3, and 4. Disc 1 is not here. So yes, lots of Grateful Dead stuff. And the last thing in this booklet, in this binder here, a bunch of self-help crap. Yes, we've got Remembering Wholeness, Carol Tuttle, and Caroline Mies with Navigating Hope, Discs 1 and Discs 2, or excuse me, Session 1 and Session 2. If you need self-help, I can send these to you. And then we have some more Caroline Mies with Personal Healing, Your Body is Your Subconscious Mind, Discs 1, 2, and 3. Yep. And, well, that's it for the binder. Lots of great stuff in here, I told you. As I said, yeah, some stuff, a handful of things that I will definitely rip for myself, possibly keep, at least as placeholders until the legit discs I can get my hands on. But yeah, all in all, this was a pretty good discovery off of the Freebie shelf. Can't wait until the next great big massive booty find at House of Records Freebie shelf. Yes, some of these discs are so banged up and destroyed that I will turn them into coasters. Maybe I could have a little Etsy thing with coasters made out of used CDs. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. Never done Etsy before, so I don't know. But anyway, so I guess to avoid making this video any longer, that'll do it for this video. Be sure to like it if you like it. And before you go, drop me some feedback in the comment section. I would love to know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon to catch my future videos, hit my username to browse my old videos. Links to my fellow favorite YouTubers and my socials are in the description below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And remember, life's too short to be a music snob.